Hello, my dear students. I hope you all have been doing well. We are going to start today our new lecture that is about amines, and this lecture is part one of amines. In this lecture, we will study about the introduction of amines, classification of amines, examples, and their nomenclature. And then finally, we will study about the physical and chemical properties and biological activities of amines. So, first of all, we will see what are amines. Amines are the compounds or the functional groups that are having a nitrogen atom with a lone pair of electron. Means all those compounds or all those functional groups that are having a nitrogen atom with this lone pair of electrons, so we say all these organic compound or functional group as amines. Amines are all those compound or all those functional group that are having a nitrogen atom with a lone pair of electrons. So we also can say these compound as amines or amines, all those compound or all those functional group that are having a nitrogen atom, and this nitrogen atom is having a lone pair of electrons, so we say all these compound as amines or amines. In another definition of amines are, if means if these are the derivative of ammonia. We can say them that these are the derivative of ammonia, and in that one or more hydrogen atom replaced with an alkyl or aryl group. So I am explaining you here how we can say them that these are the derivative of ammonia. You all know that what is the formula of ammonia, means what how we write ammonia, NH3. So this is the ammonia NH3. If we replace one hydrogen or more hydrogen from this ammonia with an alkyl or aryl group, so the product that we will get, what it called, then it will be an amine or amine. For example, in this case, if we will remove or replace one hydrogen atom from this ammonia and substitute an alkyl group. In this case, that this will be methylamine, and this is a type of amine because it is having a nitrogen atom that is having a lone pair of electron. And similarly, if we will remove a hydrogen atom from this ammonia, we will replace this hydrogen atom from the ammonia with an aryl group. Phenyl group is an aryl group that I have explained you in my previous lectures. So if we will remove, replace this hydrogen atom from the ammonia by an by a aryl group, that is a phenyl group, or any other aryl group, so we will get phenylamine as a product. And if we will see in this structure of this phenylamine, we are having a phenyl group here and uh, a nitrogen atom that is having a lone pair of electrons. So due to this presence of a nitrogen atom with this lone pair of electron, we will say this compound as phenylamine, or it is a type of amine or amine. So, and dear student, I also have been explaining you about what are derivatives. Derivatives are actually the compound that we derive from the parent compound, or we can say them that as we are having a parent, if we are having a parent compound that is not having any substitution or extraction or removal of any atom from that, this is the parent compound. But if we will substitute or replace any atom in a parent molecule or parent compound, so the final compound that we will get or a product that we will get, it will say as derivative. So amines can be classified into primary amine, secondary amine, or tertiary amine, or we can say them as um, first degree, second degree, or third degree amines on the basis of the replacement or the substitution of the number of alkyl or aryl group in this ammonia. So if we replace or remove or substitute one alkyl group in the ammonia in place of hydrogen atom, means if we remove here from the ammonia that is having three nitrogen atom, if we remove one nitrogen atom from the ammonia and substitute here one alkyl group or one aryl group, so it will be the primary amine or first degree amine or first degree amine. Or if we will replace two hydrogen atom from the ammonia and substitute here two alkyl or aryl group, or here maybe one alkyl or one aryl group, means if we will remove from the ammonia two hydrogen atom and substitute here other two, means add here other two uh, atoms, so we will say them as secondary amine or 2 degree amine. However, in tertiary amines or third degree amines or 3 degree amines, all three hydrogen atom will be removed by three alkyl or three aryl group. So in this case, we will say them tertiary amines or 3 degree amines. So here we can here we should have to understand they may be, if we will remove here from here three hydrogen atom and we will add here three other atom, so maybe two here maybe two we can add here two alkyl group or one aryl group, or two aryl group one alkyl group, or here maybe three aryl group, or here maybe three alkyl group. It depends on the situation or on the product that we wish to have. But we have to understand just it that if hydrogen, only one hydrogen atom will be replaced from an ammonia and uh, by another group, alkyl or aryl group, so it will be the primary amine. And if the two hydrogen atom replaced by other alkyl or aryl group, it will be secondary amine or 2 degree amine. Or if the three hydrogen atom will be removed from the ammonia and replaced and the here we add the three other alkyl or aryl group, so it will be the tertiary amine. So one of the most important example of amine or amine is the amino acid. You all know about it. What are amino acids? Amino acids are the building block of protein. So this is an organic compound that is having a amine group and a carboxyl group and a side chain. What are amino acids? Amino acids are the organic molecule, or these are the monomer of protein, and these molecule are having one amino group, one carboxyl group, one side chain, and one hydrogen atom. This side chain, all you have know that there are more than 20 amino acid, and how this amino acid, one amino acid is different from other amino acid because of this difference of this side chain. Different amino acid having different side chain, and due to this side chain, these amino acid uh, having different properties. So we have to here we have to keep in our mind as an example of amine, what is the most important or uh, most important example of amine are the amino acid. And another example of amino acid is dopamine, that is biogenic amine. This dopamine, where we find this dopamine, dopamine is a neurotransmitter and it is found in our brain. It is a natural neurotransmitter. Now we will see that how we can name these amines. So as we are seeing here, here is an organic compound and it is our derivative of amine. What is derivative? Derivative means if when we replace or modify parent molecule or parent compound, so the product that we will get after the modification of parent compound or parent molecule, we will say this final compound or final molecule as derivative. So you have understand that what is the derivative? Derivative is a molecule or is a compound that is modified and that is prepared from a parent original compound. So what was the parent original compound here? Here was the ammonia, that was the parent molecule. Here, what molecule was present here? Here was present ammonia that was having three hydrogen atom. A nitrogen atom having three hydrogen atom was present here. So what we did here, we replace a hydrogen atom from this ammonia and we add here a methyl group. Methyl group, what is a methyl group? Methyl group is an alkyl group that is having three hydrogen atom. Or if it will be means methane, so it was having four hydrogen atom. So why it is having three hydrogen atom? Because if, we remove one hydrogen from here because we have to add it in ammonia. So because of this, we wish to have a three valency here. So this is we were discussing that this is a derivative molecule of ammonia. Why this is the derivative? Because it in this ammonia we remove one hydrogen and we replace this hydrogen atom. We add a methyl group here in place of hydrogen atom. So the compound that we are having here, we have to name this compound. So how we name this compound? So this is the functional group, that is that we have to name either in the last prefix or in the either in the last suffix or in the prefix. So dear student, kindly keep in your mind, if we have to um, write, when we have to write the name of the functional group of this functional group, that is amine, or in the prefix, so we will use amino. We will write is it as amino, or if we have to write the this functional group in the suffix, we will write it as amine. Suffix means we have to write anything at the end. If we will write uh, anything at the end or the name of any functional group at the end, so we will use it from suffix. But when we write the name of functional group at the beginning of the name of the whole compound, so we will say it as prefix. So here if we have to write, here are two methods of writing of IUPAC name of amines. One, we can use the functional group of the compound. We can write the name of the functional group of the compound at the end as suffix, or we can also write the name of the functional group of the compound at the beginning of the name of the whole compound. So here it will be we will say it as prefix. So what will happen if we when we write the name of the functional group of the compound in the suffix, means at the end of the name of the compound, so we'll write this amino group, this amine group as amine. But if we will write the amine group in the prefix, we will not write amine, we will write as amino, and then we write the whole name of the compound. So when we will write the name of this functional group in the suffix, so how it will become? It will become methylamine, because first we write the name of the remaining compound, yeah, or whole compound, and then at the end we add this name of the functional group as suffix. So what is the here the remaining compound or remaining molecule is a methyl group. So we will write first as methyl, and then the name of the functional group that is amine. So this will become methylamine. Or if here will be we are having ethyl group, so we will write it here as ethylamine. Or maybe we are having here um, pentyl group, or so we can write here pentylamine. So, and in this case, if we wish to write the name of functional group in the prefix, so we will write as amino, and we also should have to write its position as it is present is at the second carbon atom, first carbon, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So it is present at second carbon atom. So we will write here 2 dash amino, because why we write here amino, amine as amino? Why we write here amine as amino? Because we are writing the name of this functional group, that is amine group, in the prefix. So we will write it as amino. And kindly keep and remember that this amine and amino both are the same thing, but we are changing the name of amine as amino because we are writing here it in prefix. So we will write it here 2 amino, and how many carbon atom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms. So we will write here as pentane. 2 amino pentane. Or we can, another way we can also write it as pent 2 aryl amine, or pentan 2 amine. But if the organic molecule or compound having more than one amine group, then we say them as simply diamine. For example, it is having 2 amino group, and triamine as it is having 3 amino group or 3 amine group. So now we are seeing what are the physical and chemical properties of these amines or amines. So in case of amines, amines are soluble in water. So why amines are soluble in water? Because amines are having the nitrogen atom that is having a lone pair of electron. So this lone pair of electron can readily or easily make hydrogen bonding with the hydrogen atom of water. So my dear students, as we know, and I previously, and I have been explained you previously, what is the solubility? Solubility is the ability of a molecule dissolve in water, or this is the ability of any solvent to dissolve in water, or how the molecule or a solvent or solute dissolve in water. The a solute or a molecule can only dissolve in water when the solute or a molecule make hydrogen bonding with the water. So if a molecule or a solute easily make hydrogen bonding with water, so it will be dissolved in water. So here it will be soluble in water. So here we can see that this a molecule that is having amine group is having nitrogen atom that is having a lone pair of electron, or this due to this lone pair of electron, the lone pair of electron make hydrogen bonding with the water, so it will be dissolved or easily soluble in water. Another property, chemical property of amines or amines is that they are basic in nature, but their basicity or basic nature is weaker as compared to the alkali metal hydroxides. Um, what does it mean? Although amines are basic in nature, but they are weak bases as compared to the other alkali metals and hydroxide that are also basic in nature, but they are stronger uh, bases. The basicity of amines depends on the electronic properties of the substituents and the degree of solvation of the protonated amine. Means the electronic properties of the substituents. For example, what is the substituent? The electronic property of alkyl group and the aryl group. Means the basicity of amines depend on the uh, alkyl or aryl group that is replaced by hydrogen atom, or the degree of solvation of that protonated amine. I will explain one by one what are this degree of solvation and what are the electronic properties of the substituent, or what happened when alkyl or aryl group uh, will be present in the amine. Uh, the degree of solvation is the uh, interaction of the atom with with the uh, solvent. Interaction of solute with the solvent is the degree of solvation. And if the amines are means have high degree having high degree of solvation, means if the amine nitrogen atom is highly means have high interaction with other atom, or uh, have high number of interaction with the other atoms, so their basicity will be reduced. However, if the alkyl group is present in the molecule, means if the amine is having alkyl group, so it is having high basicity. However, if it will be having an aryl group, so it will be having less basicity. So all those amines, as I have previously explained you in my previous slides, that what are amine? Amine are a organic molecule or a functional group that is having a nitrogen atom with lone pair of electron, or these molecule and these functional group may be replaced here. They are the derivative of ammonia. And what is ammonia? Ammonia is NH3, means ammonia is having a nitrogen atom and three hydrogen atom. And if the ammonia replace one hydrogen atom with another alkyl group, so it will be amine. And if the ammonia will replace their one hydrogen atom with the aryl group, then it will be amine instead of ammonia. So if in the what is the basicity of amine, and how the basicity of amine will be influenced by the addition of alkyl or aryl group. If uh, in the molecule of amine we are having alkyl group, for example methyl group, so the basicity of the molecule will be higher as compared to the other amine molecule in which we are having an aryl group. So the basicity of the molecule of amine that is having aryl group, it will be having less basicity. So we are taking here an example of methylamine. Methylamine will be having high basicity as compared to the phenylamine, because phenylamine is having aryl group, and the methylamine is having alkyl group. So keep in mind, dear students, all the amines that are having alkyl group having high basicity as compared to the all the amines that are having aryl group. So to make you understand, I am taking here another example of all those amine that are having of the amines that are having alkyl group and one amine that is having an aryl group. So as I said you in previous slide that if an amine having alkyl group, it will be strong base as compared to the amine that is having uh, an aryl group. So here we can see this amine is having an alkyl group, that is methyl group, and it is methylamine, and it is having the value of Kb, that is 4.17 E04, and in case of an amine that is having an aryl group, this is 3-nitroaniline. It is this aniline is a aryl group, and it is having the Kb value, that is 2.88. What is this Kb and pKa? pK is the negative log of Ka, and Ka is the acid dissociation constant that shows the how strong is the acid. However, Kb is the base dissociation constant, and that shows and tell us how strong is the base. So if the Kb is higher, then base will be the stronger. If the Kb is lower, then base will be the weaker. So in case of methylamine, amine or methylamine that is having an alkyl group, the Kb value is 4.17. However, in case of an aryl group, that is in case of an amine that is having an aryl group, the Kb is 2.88. Means you clearly seeing here that if an amine having alkyl group, if it is having strong basic properties. However, uh, an amine that is having an aryl group, it is having less basic properties. Another property of amine that differentiate these organic compounds from other organic compounds is that they all amines having a characteristic ammonia smell, and all the liquid amines have a distinctive fishy smell. So this is very much important property of amine that distinguish these molecules from other organic compounds. Why? How they, as they are having characteristic fishy or ammonia smell. So now we come towards the chemical properties of amines. All the amines having an important chemical property, that is all the amines, whether they will be water soluble or water insoluble, when they react with strong acid, they make water soluble salt. So for here we are taking an example. If norepinephrine, that is only slightly soluble in water, will react with strong acid, that is HCl, it will form norepinephrine hydrochloride, that is a water soluble salt. And many drugs that are water insoluble are made soluble through the reaction with the hydrochloric acid. So this is very important phenomena of all the amines. What is that? All the amines, when whether they will be the strong acid, insoluble in water or water soluble, when they react with strong acid, they form water soluble salt. So if this reaction is very important, because we can make all the amine water soluble by reacting them with strong acid. Amines are very important organic molecules, and that are having various biological activity, And here we are taking an example of amino acids. As I told you previously, that amino acid having amine functional group. As we can see here, these are all important amino acids that are having amine functional group. So these amino acids having different biological activities in our body. For example, this histidine is involved in the body to generate inflammation against any infection. So when the inflammation generate in our body, what happened? The neutrophil that are white blood cells in our body will recruit at the infection site. However, these catecholamines like adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine that are produced from important amino acid that are tyrosine. Tyrosine make this catecholamine, and then they generate dopamine, noradrenaline, and adrenaline. This noradrenaline and adrenaline, these are neurotransmitters that are involved in our body for the fight and flight response. When there is stress in our body, these two, due to the cortisol, stress is due to the cortisol. When cortisol produced in our body and it causes stress, then due to this reason, these two neurotransmitters release from the brain, and it is involved fight and flight response. And dopamine in, is another important neurotransmitter in the body, and its deficiency causes an important disease, that is Parkinson disease. And it is also involved in our memory. And uh, and glutamate is also a neurotransmitter that is excitatory neurotransmitter in our body. It is involved in various uh, mm, uh, important signaling. It is also involved for the contraction of our skeletal muscles. However, this ornithine is involved in urea cycle, and this ornithine is involved for the production in the production of urine. Dear students, these are some links. You can go through these links for further reading. These are some research articles. You can also consult with these research articles uh, to know about to know more about amines. And thank you very much. And be safe from COVID-19. Allah Hafiz.